Hello, Bluegrass Council Scouters. Thanks for joining us for June Roundtable. I'm at Camp McKee. This is the second weekend of Wood Badge training. John and I are both on staff. We'll have some interviews today, but first let's start out with some announcements. Camp McKee summer staff. There's still some openings. The staff really could use some help. If you have time available, you could check in at the council office or contact Mike Warman, who is this year's summer camp director. Save the date, Cub Scout leaders for resident camp at Camp McKee on June 22nd and 25th. That's not too far away. I hope you've gotten registered. Resident Camp offers a program to enhance the scout experience for both Cub Scouts and Webelow Scouts. It is a surefire way to strengthen family ties, learn new skills, make new friends, and have lots of fun during the camp experience. Scouts in both programs will participate in a broad range of activities and will find many new adventures at camp. NYLT National Youth Leadership Training, July 17th through the 22nd at Camp McKee. NYLT is an exciting 6-day outdoor experience for Scouts, BSA, and venturing youth leaders. It's designed to take their leadership skills to the next level and empower them to lead their troops and crews. Registration is now open. The adult course directors are Phil Blankenship and Penny Wilbur. NYLT could use some help from you adult leaders as long as you are youth protection trained, and we know you are. They need people to help with overnights. So if you have availability from 6 in the evening till 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and could come camp out, they could really use your help. Please contact Phil Blankenship or Penny Wilbur, or contact the council office. Save the date for the KCA Cole Camporee, September 30th through October 2nd. Location to be announced. The Cole Camporee is an annual campout sponsored by the Kentucky Cole Association. University of Scouting is November 5th. It will be at Camp McKee. So save that date and look forward to lots of fun trainings. Hello everybody, we're here with Tammy today.
Hello, Bill.
Course director of Wood Badge. We're winding out the course here. It's the last day of a 2022 Wood Badge. So how's it going, Tammy?
It's been going great. We've had great weather. Everybody seems to be in good spirits and have been learning a lot.
Nobody has gotten mad or overworked. Everybody's having fun.
They've been having fun this week, and a lot of people said that the first weekend was a little bit more strenuous, but this weekend's been going great.
The course is shorter this year.
Yes.
This weekend, they only have to spend the night out one night
and 5 days total. So
yeah. How about the staff? The staff seems like they're getting along.
They are getting along pretty well and in good spirits. And
yeah,
it was a good night last night. We had our staff closing party.
So now that the students have finished their second weekend of training, what do they still have left to do before they can earn their beads?
So they must complete their tickets. That's part of their song, work the ticket if they can. So they have 1 ticket, 5 goals to complete that ticket, and it's whatever their vision is for scouting.
So we have a bunch of scouters out in the council right now doing some very important projects that are going to help us all succeed as scouts. Look out for these guys. They'll be wearing the green plaid neckerchief, and they're there to help, so please let them help you. Next, let's talk to Charlie Mifflin about interfaith worship. Charlie, tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm the chaplain for this course, and I'm the charter organizational rep for the First United Methodist Church in Georgetown, and we sponsor Troop 215. And so I just kind of default to the position. I'm the religious guy for the troop. And I didn't think a whole lot about interfaith worship services till a few years ago in the fall of the year. I got a card from the United Methodist Men organization inviting me out to Philmont for a week for a Methodist Scouters workshop. And I went to Philmont as a boy and always wanted to go back, and here was a way for me to get back to Philmont and not have to hike. And so I got out there and found out that it was not only a Methodist retreat, but that same week they had a full week retreat for Methodist, Baptist, Catholic, Lutheran, and Jewish religion. So we broke down in our own separate denomination for the week, and that's when I really found out about worshiping and interfaith services for the kids.
We were fortunate to go to Philmont last year with Troop 281, and it was neat that there was an entire street with different denominations on each side. People went to services before and after their trek, and before it was like you're going off to war and this is it. You better make amends before you ship out. Well, what's it like trying to construct an interfaith service to try to apply to all scouts?
Well, it wasn't difficult at all down here this week because all adults and the chaplain's aides kicked in. They really wanted to work at this level and this type of training. But at the troop level, sometimes it's hard getting the boys to buy into it. And after you do it one or two times, it's becomes a whole lot easier.
Sure. So Charlie, do services only happen on Sundays at scout events?
No, not necessarily. Weekend events, it's probably easier to do it. You've got the mindset for Sunday. But when you're on long-term camping at Philmont or up here at McKee for summer camp and here for a week, I think it's important for a couple of days a week, to start the morning off, maybe before you come to breakfast, with just a short service, reminding everybody of the Creator, what He's created here, and it's here for our benefit, and we are told to be stewards of this land, so we need to take care of it. And it doesn't have to be super religious, it needs to be spiritual.
Okay, sure. So are you familiar with the different religious awards that are available to scouts and leaders?
Yes, yeah. And we talked about that with our chaplain's team.
Okay, so the youth have opportunities to earn religious awards in their particular denomination.
That's correct.
And so do adults.
Yes.
So I know that new leaders who were were scouts as youth, you can see that they'll have their religious award knot, their Arrow of Light knot, their Eagle Scout award knot. So,
right.
So just earning your religious award as a youth can carry you through your entire scouting career.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool. Hey, let's have some insight from one of the participants this year in Wood Badge. Hey, this is Tom Musgrave. He's a student in this year's Wood Badge class. So Tom, what's it been like going through Wood Badge?
Oh, it's been great. This is actually my second time doing the course. I did it back in 1998, worked a ticket the first time. Decided 25 years was enough of a wait to refresh those skills, and the course has definitely changed. I've really enjoyed the way it's gone.
What's different about the course now?
There's a lot more focus now on leadership development versus the original course that I took. There was leadership development. There's also scoutcraft, outdoor skills that we pick up in IOLS now. I think there's a lot more emphasis in this one on creating leaders as opposed versus being the ideal scoutmaster.
More team development.
More team development, more youth development, and encouraging them to telling them it's okay to fail because we've created a safe place for that. But we're also going to celebrate their successes too.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you have your vision statement and your ticket written out. What's a broad view of your vision?
There's a little bit of kind of council service to it, which kind of surprised me coming, because I'm a unit guy. One of my ticket items is specifically around the history of Camp McKee. I want to create a mechanism to collect oral histories of people who have either been staff members, campers, brought their own units here, talk about what their experience with Camp McKee was. Because unfortunately, Camp McKee is, I think, 61, 62 this year. I can't remember. Old enough so that the folks who were around in the beginning, unfortunately, are no longer with us, and there are not that many folks left. So I would like to collect those stories and make those available to people who want to listen to them. That's going to be a challenge, and I have to suss out the details of that. Another thing that I wanted to do is create a Friends of Scouting Universal PowerPoint presentation, or in the case that somebody didn't have access to a projector, an oral presentation that will really help people get on board with Friends of Scouting. Figuring out how much money the council spends per scout is something that I want to incorporate into that, and encourage people to, $20 a month is not that much. Illustrate what their contribution at $20, $30, even $10 a month can do for the Bluegrass Council, Scouts and the Bluegrass Council.
Awesome. So your ticket is structured around your interests, and also you kind of do that as your job too.
Yes,
right?
yeah. I'm a government communications person. I'm a professional communicator, so I'm trying to encapsulate messaging that I think people will react positively to, especially families who we come to every year in Friends of Scouting to ask them to, we know you're paying this much for your child to be in Scouts, and we're going to ask a little bit more. But I want to package that message in that if you're given $10 a month to Friends of Scouting, what do you spend $10 on each month that you don't even think about? That $10, $20 could go toward Friends of Scouting.
Sure. A couple of Starbucks visits could translates into some transfer into some opportunities for youth that they wouldn't have had.
Yes. I'm also going to be shooting during my week at summer camp. I'm going to be shooting photos at Camp McKee, getting some good publicity shots that I will then give over to the council to do camp promotion for subsequent years. And I want to showcase, in those photos, I want to showcase diversity of, not just of scouts, but leaders and program out here at Camp McKee, because in the years, I had been until 2019 absent from scouting for a while. In the intervening years, they've added STEM programs here at Camp McKee, which allows scouts to do things that I was not doing at Camp McKee when I was younger. We can highlight those too.
Awesome. Well, we know you've got to get back to it. We're still in staff training here, so I just caught him in between presentations, and we appreciate your time and look forward to seeing all you do at the Bluegrass Council.
Thanks.
All right. Next up, let's talk to Melody Brooks, Service Area 1's Program Chair. Hey, this is Melody Brooks. She is the Service Area 1 Program Committee Chair. So I understand you have a big camp out coming up.
Yeah, we have we're going to call it the Camp McKee Camporee, and it'll be here in August 26th. That weekend, it is for troops and crews, and it's just a fun weekend here at Camp McKee, where all the activities just about here at camp will be open. We're still working on having the climbing tower open, but we've got the waterfront secured, we've got shooting sports arranged, and we'll have a leader time, a coffee time for leaders, and coffee talk.
Game zone kind of.
Game zone.
So this event's going to be around fun rather than advancement, right?
Right, so leave your blue cards at home. This is a chance for anybody who didn't get to come to Camp McKee for summer camp. They'll be able to come and see what our council camp has to offer.
And is this open to anyone in the council or only in Area 1?
This is open to anyone in the council that wants to come.
Above the Cub Scout letter. So this isn't a Cub Scout
This
event,
is
right?
not a Cub Scout event. This is truly for Scouts BSA and for crews.
And for crews. Okay, and how would a unit go about registering for that?
So our registration packet should be up within the next week.
And that'll be on bgbsa.org on the
That is
calendar?
where it'll be, yes.
All right. Well, we look forward to it, and we'll
Yeah.
definitely do some live broadcasts from there for our August roundtable. Or, well, I guess it would be September by then,
Yes,
by when it
for our
airs.
September
but
roundtable.
yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
That's it for this month, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us on behalf of John Bays and myself. Have a great month. Let's get outside and go camping. See you next month.